Topics on the agenda items only. The speaker will be allowed 1 opportunity to speak. Anyone has any questions or comments? Please come to the podium.
I have a couple comments, sir. You'll give me an opportunity to walk to the stand. My name is Francine Anderson, and I live at 1606 216th Street. First of all, sir, I have quite a few questions. But first, I would like to start with your agenda 8B, and I would like to know why you have a motion to approve a grant for GNP lighting, and when they gave their presentation and the money that they were going to charge and get was greatly more than the other company that presented to you, and I believe it was Green. It was a Green Works company. So I want to understand, why in the world are you going with this GPN when there was a difference of $100,000? Can you please explain and make that clear? I was here for both presentations, and I was here for the second presentation that came in for this company. My other questions will come from your accounts payable. First of all, I would like to know why you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different gas charges. You're under each different area. And if you're paying for a vehicle gas, how often is this being paid? Most of them say May, and you're paying, it says June 1st for the invoice date, and then all of them are being paid differently under different funds. My next question, sir, is going to be coming from the background check. I would like to know, who was the background check for? Was it for your employee, or was it for a citizen volunteer? And I would like to know, what is the total? My last comment and question will come from your approval of the sewage rate, and why is it necessary for you to increase our sewage rates when you just have increased the water rates? We are now currently paying $5 and some cents for water, so why is the increase necessary for sewer? And you just told me that you had a totally balanced budget at the budget hearing. So I want to understand, where is that funds and where are those monies? Well, if I still got time, I can come up with more questions. But those are very important to me. And the last one or two. Flash drive under the general fund for police. Why in the world do police department need flash drive? I don't care if they only cost $15 and I don't really think it was on, but whatever, $15. Why is the police department using flash drives at all? 10 seconds. I'll stand for all of my answers. I have to think over about 7 questions.
All right, AB is approval granting GNP lighting to the ability to secure outside financing. So that gives them the ability to go out and get financing. That it's there, it's up to them to get financing.
So are you offering it to the other companies?
This is no debate. We're trying to.
Yeah, it is. They're talking about $100,000.
Parts of it was the individual who was for the background check.
Yes.
And so there's that. And that's the citizen, please, to refrain from talking. Thank you. Next question about gas charges. The gas charges are, which one? You get gas in the sewer department, you get gas in public works, you get gas in. Talk about gas in multiple areas and.
With the police department, the fire department, public works, all that there.
Right.
Each department is charged.
For the gas they use.
That comes up in budget.
Right. that tonight, and ask the village clerk if she can read this. The first thing that I see is. Yes, sir.
Is anybody here from the McLean family? No? Okay. See, I have a little proclamation. Trustee Myers asked me to prepare a proclamation for Francis McLean. Whereas Francis McLean moved to Sauk Village at the age of 3 years old and attended Wagner Elementary, Rickover Junior High, and Bloom Trail High Schools. Whereas Francis McLean went on to pursue her education at Jacksonville, Illinois, McMurray College at the age of 18 years old. Whereas Francis McLean majored in psychology and graduated from McMurray College in 1984. Whereas Francis McLean is currently a doctoral candidate in the Counselor Education and Supervision Program at the Chicago School of Professional Psychology, Chicago campus. The Chicago School of Professional Psychology is the nation's largest nonprofit graduate institution devoted to psychology and related behavioral and health sciences. Whereas Francis McLean was recently inducted into the prestigious Edward A. Boucher Graduate Honor Society. The Boucher Society recognizes outstanding scholarly achievement and promotes diversity and excellence in doctoral education and profession. Whereas Francis McLean is one of 33 students from TCSBB inducted into a network of preeminent scholars exemplifying academic and personal merit, character, service, and advocacy for students who have been traditionally underrepresented in the academy. Whereas now, therefore, the Mayor and Board of Trustees would like to recognize Francis McLean as a Sauk Village native many young people today could aspire to emulate, encouraging the youth of today to take their step toward honoring adults such as Francis McLean in the future. The Mayor and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Sauk Village congratulates Francis McLean on her induction into the prestigious Boucher Graduate Honor Society and wish her well in her future endeavors. Thank you.
Couple of things I'd just like the residents to know that the Illinois Tollway and construction contractors are looking to hire some small number of residents living near the tri-state. Our zip code falls underneath one of those. You can find these flyers in back. I have in back inside the rack, and we also have a large one on the wall right there by the window. But the qualification is you must live in one of the zip codes that are specified. 60411 is one of the zip codes. Must have construction experience. Union membership is preferred, and you must pass a drug test. There's a number to call. So if you know anyone in your family or if you're looking for a job, make sure you grab one of these again that's back there on the back. Kickers school bus line, they're hiring. Again, there's flyers on the back table in the hallway. So if you know anyone that's looking for a job. The other thing too is under the FEMA disaster assistance, we talked about this last week. The date has been extended for registration all the way up to July 24th. FEMA was out here at our event on July 6th, and they were there to register village residents that had any type of damage due to the storms that we had, I think it was back in April. So these are out there on the back table if you need to have some assistance. Again, they're on the back table in the hallway. So that has been extended to July 24th. With that, that's all I have. We'll move to the village clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to say it was an honor to read the proclamation that Trustee Myers asked me to prepare. And I just want to also let residents know that this board is always prepared to prepare a proclamation in honor of citizens who have performed outstanding in a particular category or have done outstanding service work in and outside the community. This is something that we look forward to doing and hope to do more of. So if you know of anybody who you'd like to honor, I'm sure this board would be more than happy to have you prepare a proclamation for that. And second of all, I want to say this weekend was remarkable. When the new trustees and the election was over, after the election, they said they were going to have a parade and a carnival and vendors behind the village hall. I told them they couldn't put it together in 2 months. I apologize profusely. I don't know how you guys did it, but I know how you did it was with the help of so many wonderful volunteers that pulled together and made this community what I've always remembered it to be, a community that works and plays together, stays together. And we worked and played and stayed together from 11 o'clock that morning to almost 11 o'clock that night. And I, for one, had a fantastic time, and I thought it was great to be a part of it. Thank you so much. It was remarkable. It made me remember when things were like 25 years ago. And finally, I'd like to read Building One America, Organizing for Inclusion, Sustainability, and Economic Growth. There will be a national summit held July 18th and 19th for inclusive suburbs and sustainable regions. Building One America's second national summit for inclusive suburbs and sustainable regions will involve local leaders and federal policymakers to seek bipartisan solutions to the unique but common challenges around housing, schools, and infrastructure facing America's metropolitan regions and its diverse middle-class suburbs. Participants will include local, elected, and grassroots leaders from America's diverse middle-class suburban towns and school districts, scholars and policy experts, and members of the Obama administration and Congress. The summit will identify comprehensive solutions and build bipartisan support for the meaningful action to stabilize and support inclusive middle-class communities and promote sustainable, economically competitive regions. Since holding its first national summit in Washington, D.C. in 2009, Building One America has engaged the Obama administration, members of Congress, and state legislatures from both parties to address housing, land use, education, and water and transportation infrastructure to further the goals of inclusion, sustainability, and jobs. Following the first ever White House Forum on the Suburbs in 2011, Building One America partnered with the White House last year to hold 9 regional roundtable meetings. These discussions surfaced critical but common problems facing increasingly diverse middle-class communities around public schools, water infrastructure, housing, and transportation. This year's summit fulfills commitments from the White House and Building One America to dig deeper into issues facing diverse communities and regions with members of Congress and relevant agency officials. I am proud to say that I will be attending this year's summit on July 18th and 19th. I am looking forward to not only representing Sauk Village, but in representing the South Suburbs. I'm also proud to say that Trustee Williams will be accompanying me at that summit on July 18th and 19th. And we also have a senior representative attending, and the executive director and president of Building One America is looking forward to seeing us off. And finally, I'd like to say, and this is at our own cost, it is that important to us to represent not only Sauk Village, but the South Suburbs, sitting in front of policymakers that can make a difference. Because in the last 4 years as I've been sitting in this seat, I don't know how we're ever going to get out of the situation that we're in unless we sit in front of the people that can help us and change the policies and bring some help to the South Suburbs. Because as we all know, the South Suburbs is the redheaded stepchild of the funding, and we need to do something about that. I'm looking forward to the trip. I hope that you all will support us in our endeavors. We are taking donations to help us on our trip, because as I said, we will not take one dime from the village of Sauk Village to go to Washington. But we are going for you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Move to the village attorney, turn next on that one.
Nothing to report unless there's any questions.
All right. We've got number 4, Parks and Rec Committee, Trustee Hoskin, take one.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I'd like to thank trustees, village employees, and especially the mayor and people here at Sauk Village who helped to make that parade, that festival, fireworks, and everything else a great success tonight. I believe it was. I thank you all very much for all your hard work. The committee did a lot of hard work. We couldn't have done it without the volunteers that were out there to put it all together. Thank you all very much for that. Second, I have the CEDAR program, which is the lunch program that's going on over at the community center. Is now over 300 children have been served lunches. It continues to run daily, noon to 1:30 for children under the age of 18 to come over and get free lunch. Let's have a basketball sign up starting this Friday and Saturday. This Friday, next Friday, from 4 to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from noon to 2 o'clock over at the community center.
What's your people's time?
Friday, this Friday, next Friday, from 4 to 7. Saturday and next Saturday, from noon to 2 at the community center. Lastly, the fireworks display went off really well. For the cost of the fireworks display was $5,000, which we raised $4,835 without any taxpayers. We tried to continue to raise that last $165. Thank you very much.
Trustee Gibson.
First of all, I'd like to piggyback of what Debbie Williams was saying. Wow. Astronomical. What three trustees did were just unbelievable. 2 freshman trustees left behind years, 1 senior. You know, like she said, it just was like unbelievable. But we worked extremely hard with our volunteers, and without them, it wasn't possible. There's no way we could have pulled it off. So I thank each and every resident, each and every volunteer profusely. And I'll just bring it in. Just, my heart just goes out. I mean, I seen everything that was going on, almost brought a tear to my eye, that I was just so excited about it. And I was worried that in the middle, we were just gonna have a lull. And we had the vendors come out, and I just had so many concerns about that. And the residents came out, and they spent money. And these residents came out and spoke and patted me on the back, Mr. Meyer. I mean, went around, and everybody was so pleased. It was unbelievable. So first of all, I want to say thank you. Just a few things here. I have some rough numbers. We had roughly 40 parade entries, over 300 walkers, 37 vehicles were in the parade. Oh, no. I was just reminded, of course, do not forget about our politicians that came out. Of course, our elected board came out. So we were represented, our U.S. Congresswoman, Robin Kelly, was there. We all had a chance to talk to her one-on-one about our concerns with the community. Representative L.G. Sims, Representative Marcus Evans, and State Senator Donnie Trotter. Donnie was not able to attend, but he did have a great entry, and we did talk to his representative as well. I'd like to read some of the people that got trophies at the parade. And I'm going to read off here. This is under theme. The first was the community outreach. They got first place. Second place, theme, was school district, 168. And third place was the Sauk Village Baptist Church. Under appearance, first place went to Art Wiggins. And second place went to the Holy Praise Tabernacle Church. Third place went to the Neighborhood Watch Program. And let me tell you, they made a large ruckus going down that street. All right, under originality, first place was the Color Guard. Troop of 152. Second place is the Illinois Democratic Women's Association. And third place went to Bloom Township School. Performance. I agree 110% on this. was the dancing horses. Old-fashioned Ronald McDonald. And third place is the Church of God. We also had special awards that were handed out to the Stager Police Department, U.S. Army, and the U.S. Navy. We also did, at the memorial site, we did have Lieutenant Colonel Maurice Rochelle there. He came out from the Illinois National Guard and gave a heartfelt speech. And I thank him personally for coming out. It was truly a great event at the memorial service. And again, God bless each and every one of the volunteers and all the residents that came out. Thank you.
I didn't exactly figure out what you were looking for the fireworks, but I know it was around 170. And I would just like to throw out that that's divided by 8 elected officials, that's 2125. If you can tell me where to check out to, I can give you my portion.
Me too.
Yeah, put it into the village.
Village of Sauk Village?
2125.
I said my name too.
Just make mine 25.
Okay.
There's one more thing I forgot to say is Mayor Hanks was so gracious to get in the dump tape. And he raised, I think it was $66, and he donated that to the Parks and Rec program. Turn it over for the fireworks fund, so again, thank you, Mayor Hanks.
Big splash. Big splash. You know, trustee, a couple other elected officials that were there was State Representative Anthony Luca attended. We also saw former State Representative David Miller, and we also had a mayor from Hazel Crest, Mayor Ellsbury was there. So we had a good turnout when it came to elected officials and dignitaries. Just want to make sure I got their names on there also. Alrighty. Go to Orders Review Committee, Trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of things tonight. First of all, I've asked attorneys to look into a scavenger ordinance. The village asked me to check into it, see if there's anything else we can do it. And then the other item, there's a couple of people out personalized that come along with me for last Saturday, and one group is our judges. If any of our judges in the audience, please stand up. I see 2 of them. Come on, stand up. Come on, there you go. Come on. Those that took us, well, what to say, about probably over an hour to go through this to figure out who the winners are on this thing, and it was great. The other group, the rest of the committee, it was good work with them, and especially the fire and the wall, as those guys shut this streets down, kept it shut down until all 300 plus people got down here. So my hat was off to them. And lastly is the people of this town. We started this thing. The mayor wanted someone to bring this entire town, try to bring it together, to get together. And they did come out, as you saw. The streets was lined with our residents. If it was not at the parade, they was outside the street. And then when they came down here and got to get down here and celebrate the 4th of July, it was fantastic. I want to thank all the residents in the entire town. I think that we proved that we can do it. And then the last thing, Mr. Mayor, how many times did you get dumped? You got what?
My ears are still got water in them. Yes. Yeah, there are some trustees that did dump me.
I don't have a trustee, but I'm looking for another trustee. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, that's all I have.
All right. Intergovernmental Relations Committee, Trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Tomorrow will be the day that we will have our inauguration meeting here tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the Intergovernmental Relations Committee. All those that would like to be a part of that, please be here at 7. And we're going to go over the things that we're going to be covering over the next year or two and what intergovernmental relations is all about. And I also like to say I could not make it at the parade. I had to work. I just came back from vacation in Point National. I got swamped, so I had to do a double. But I heard about it. It was very nice. I understand that the fireworks were very, very great. And, I heard from other residents that said that they really had a nice time coming out, and it was a full day of activity, which was great. So I'd like to commend you guys for what you did. I'm glad that it was a positive effect for the village, because we do need that, and we need that to keep going. So I'd just like to say thank you guys very much, and I'd like to commend the three trustees that were in charge of that, because I know it was a little tiring trying to get everything done at the last minute like you did, but you did it and you made it happen. So I'd just like to say congratulations to you guys, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Hey, Trustee, the Neighborhood Watch Committee, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to piggyback off everybody else. Of course, the talk of the village is the parade. And it was an awesome, and colorful parade. I mean, to see everybody in the village come together and just come out and line up on the side of the street as the parade began to come down Sauk Trail. Everybody was just so excited. We saw so many residents out there just so glad to see everybody out there coming together. And the fireworks show, the children around me, they was just screaming the colors, green, yellow. I'm like, great. They was just having a ball. It was jam-stacked, packed. The park was packed from the back, all the way from the community center where the vendors were, all the way over to McDonald's in the parking lot. I had people calling me looking for their children, because we had 30 walkers in the parade with the neighborhood watch. And kudos to all of them. I want to give a special kudos to Debbie Warren, and a big hand clap for her, because she came over with our logo and neighborhood watch. And we took that logo and made it into a banner. I mean, Debbie, you just showed out. I really appreciate you for doing that. And for Cynthia, raise your hand. She is just awesome. I'm telling you, and for Larry and for Chuck, all the guys that always pitch in and help, and Daniel Stevens for just coordinating the whole parade together for the neighborhood watch. And it was a collaborative effort on everybody. I just really feel good that the entire Board of Trustees jumped in to help Trustee Myers and Morden and Hoskins to pass out the flyers and disseminate them all over the community. And it was a great effort to bring us together. And finally, I just want to say, on behalf of the residents, people were telling me how excited that they were to even know we were going to have the parade and the fireworks show. And the lapse in between the parade ending and the fireworks show starting, the DJ, David Chick, just kept the park jumping. We had a rap contest, a basketball contest. So you guys did a great job at organizing the day. And I just want to thank you all for doing that for Sauk Village. And that's concludes my report.
Trustee, I hear it's on YouTube. You out there dancing.
Oh.
All right.
That's my twin.
Okay. Keep on telling people that. Public Relations Committee, Community Outreach Partnership Committee. I'm sorry, Trustee Nance.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple things. Number one, as far as the Public Relations Committee, we did not meet last week because it was the day before the holiday. We are scheduled to meet tomorrow here at 6 o'clock, so we'll continue to do that. As far as the Community Outreach Partnership Committee, I'm writing things down. I would just like to say that I'm very proud as the newest member, the newest committee of Sauk Village, that we took first in fame. The parade was awesome. It was great. Sitting there and lighting up and watching everybody kind of pull in and see their floats, it was a really great experience. It was something that we haven't had in a while. I was really glad we had it. I would just like to thank the committee members, Linda Todd, Pat Couch, Wanda Lamel, Rosenbaum Ketchum, Ed Schenkel, Kevin Freeman, Debbie Warren, Frank Williams, for putting together that float. I was unable to be there the night they were putting the float together because I had to work. And when I got truck and for driving 60 miles an hour during the parade. And I would just like to say again to Our Lady Liberty and our Uncle Sam and to the Marine that showed up to pass out the flags. To my knowledge, he had no connection with anybody on our float, but I think it was just kismet. I mean, I guess he was walking around looking, you see the Statue of Liberty, you see the Uncle Sam, you know you're a Marine, you know you're in the right place. So he came to work on our float. So, I don't know when he just walked up and said, maybe he walks through such a. So I think that combination really what got us first place. And again, I just want to thank you guys. You guys are a committee, a great committee. You are hitting the ground running, and you guys are really, really wanting this to be something big. And I applaud you for that. And we're looking forward to doing some big things. So at our next committee, we usually meet the second and fourth Tuesday. We did not meet this today because we had a budget hearing. So we will be meeting on the fourth Tuesday at 6 o'clock to discuss all the big things we got happening. So again, thank you guys for putting together a great weekend, and thank you to the committee for all that you do.
Thanks, Justine, with the reports of the departments, committees, and commissions, fire department, police department, 911 commission.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. Fire department report. Over the past 2 weeks, the fire department responded to 25 calls. Fire department responded to 1 car fire, 2 dumpster fires, 2 car accidents, 10 fire alarms, 4 gas leaks, 4 calls for wires down, 1 ambulance assist, and 1 weather watch. And during that weather watch, residents noticed the fire department equipment along with ESDA and our police department were out patrolling the streets during that storm. So if you guys hear that siren, you know that that equipment's going to be on the street. If you see a problem, or you have a problem, flag them down. We'd be more than happy to help, rectify the problem if they can, or get to the proper people. And that ends the report for the fire department. No report for the police department, other than I know they've been very busy with the crime and everything going on in town, and the report will be more extensive on the next report. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Go to Administrative Service Director, Mr. Zinsky.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll report.
Sauk Village Homeland Security Agency. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The last 2 weeks, as we responded to 17 calls, 3 car accidents, 2 dumpster fires, 2 gas leaks, 1 wires down, 5 fire alarms, 1 weather watch, and 3 assists to other agencies. And just so you're aware, this is what we were able to do. As for the parade, we had 9 different communities, totaling 27 personnel for the parade, and then another 15 people and 3 jurisdictions came out to assist us with the fireworks that night. So this is, that's why we were able to work this. We go to different towns to help them with their functions, and maybe the same thing here. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Go to Human Relations Commission, Beautification Committee, Ms. Campbell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of Human Relations, very short report, but we would like to commend all of the planners and the residents who came out for the parade. And all I can say is we hope to see each and every one of you and them on July the 19th for our movie in the park. It would do our heart really wonderful to see that thralls of people out there for the movie, and it would just carry on the theme that we have in terms of bringing the community together and increasing diversity and improving family life and all of that. So really hoping that we can see everybody out for the movie in the park July 19th. We will start allowing people in the area at 6:30. The movie will show at dusk. We still do not know which movie to show, so if you have a preference, please let me know. Moving on to beautification. It's really great to see that our village is getting so much positive public relations and press right now. And the newspapers, Northwest Indiana Times, especially with our Times correspondent, David Funk. He's been really doing a fantastic job with representing and showing our village in a very fine light, and I would really like us to give him a hand right now. And the reason why I say that, and I'm not going to rain on the seniors parade, but the community, the beautification committees had 2 articles in 1 week in Northwest Indiana Times. We had one article dealing with the community garden, which was quite extensive, and the other one dealing with the Hootsie Award, and we thank you very, very much for it. At the last meeting, we talked about the community garden and our visitors who would be coming here from Cook County. Cook Pressure gave us the grant. That afternoon was that morning was quite nice. We had residents who came out, committee members came out, people from the library were out there, and we just really talked about the library and everything. One group that comes on a regular basis, and that is the youngsters from the Children's Learning Academy, they could not come because they had a field trip already scheduled for that day. So some of the students wrote letters for Mr. Funk, and I would like to read one of them to you if it's okay. But it is written to me. It says, "Dear Mrs. Margot, gardening means a lot to me because I love planting vegetables and fruits and flowers. But I also love to make our environment beautiful and pretty and cool. That's why I love gardening a lot. I love to plant healthy food for us to eat, and that's why gardening means a lot to me. Love, Anthony Mohan." Was that nice? And I have a couple more like that, but I won't read them all. But the garden really is affecting and touching our youth, and it is meeting some of the goals and issues that we had established when we developed that garden. Moving on to the Hootsies. The Hootsies are coming, and we will be judging them next week. So I appeal to each of you who would like to be considered, because we're not doing the nominations as we did before. We will be dividing our village into quadrants, and each one of the judges will be going out looking at those particular areas and deciding which ones through a rating scale. However, if anyone has somebody that you really want to nominate, like we did before, just give us a call, contact Beth Zupan, because she's the coordinator of this, and we will, go out and rate that particular place too. As I told you before, we will be just loading our village up with Hootsies this time, just to make it even more expansive, and we will be presenting 100 Hootsies to people, just so that it's much more visible, and we're hoping that it will have a greater impact. Also, one other thing, we had one article, also news article in the Southland newspaper over the last month too. So that was another piece of the positive press that I was talking about. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Housing Commission, Mr. Walker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The only thing I need to report is we have the Housing Commission meeting this Thursday, 7 p.m. right here in the board.
Thank you, sir. Senior Committee, Ms. Lynchman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to mention that the Sauk Village Seniors Center Summer Program began last week with a very low turnout. The Senior Center will be open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3. Admission is free to all Sauk Village seniors, 50 and over. Non-resident seniors will charge $1 fee per visit. We do have a paperback book exchange that's available without charge. In addition to the activities listed on the flyer, which I have on the back table, I've had requests for basic line dance class to be provided. However, that's going to be per request and by appointment. So if any seniors interested in free line dancing, if they are village seniors, non-residents still would be charged $1. This is just basic. There are openings still available for the 3 senior organizations. The Fun Club has their 2nd and 4th Sunday, 3 p.m. free line dancing for the members. And the first and third Mondays at 7 p.m., the Sunshiners meet. They have an indoor family picnic will be scheduled Monday, July 15th at 5 p.m. Leisure Timers continue to meet the second and fourth Wednesday at 5 p.m. This is for all seniors 50 and up are invited to join. Their dues are 10, 14, and 15 respectively. There are also other groups in the village. We have the Bluegrass, which continues to meet every Sunday, 6 to 10 p.m. They won't be meeting on July 21st for vacation. And the event is free, no dues, and a free will offer taken to cover beverage and its paper supply. Sauk Village VFW meets the second and fourth Tuesday at 8 p.m. BMW Crossroad every third Tuesday, 7:30. That's for your motorcyclists. Ceramics continue to meet every Wednesday, 8 to 11. The Senior Committee's free Zumba Go class meets Saturday, July 20th, and every first and third Saturday, that's except for August 3rd, from 1 to 1:45. All seniors 50 and up, regardless of residency. The next free monthly blood pressure screening co-sponsored with the plan group will be provided to village resident, village employee at the senior center office on August 5th, and every first Monday from 1 to 1:45. The next monthly movie will be on Monday, August 12th at 12:30. There's going to be a lunch provided by the library at 11 a.m. And of course, the movies are always co-sponsored with the McConaughey Library at the library. Reservation for lunch is required. You need to call the library 708-757-4771. And there are flyers available for future dates. Tickets for the Bloom Township Annual Picnic held on Thursday, August 1st. And as a convenience to our seniors, I do have the advance tickets for $3. Township seniors may call Senior Wheels 708-754-8200 to attend the picnic without charge. You can see flyers in the back. And the senior committee continue working on ongoing maintenance and security in the senior centers. The next senior meeting is on Thursday, July 11th at 5 p.m. in the senior center, and every second Thursday at 5 p.m. Thank you. This ends my report.
All right, we move to item number 6 consent agenda. There's nothing. Item number 7, ordinances and resolutions. Item A, motion to approve an ordinance approving an increase in sewer rates and miscellaneous water charges. Is there a motion to approve? There's a motion and second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Green.
The lawyer said, I was just wondering, do we have to combine the water rates and the miscellaneous charges under the ordinance, or we made them separate?
This one didn't affect the water rates at all.
Well, I mean sewer rates.
Yeah. You're saying so we had.
I'm asking, could we have made two separate ordinances? One for the miscellaneous charges and another one for the sewer rate increase?
Yeah.
Because the reason why I'm saying it, there's one that I know we need, and there's one that I'm looking at and I'm kind of suspect, and I'm just, to have to bring them together, I'm not in agreement with that. I'm not, but there's one there, yes, the miscellaneous charges, yes, we need to update all those. And I'm under the impression that's not enough. We didn't bring it up enough because we haven't touched those, I don't think, since I've been trustee. I don't think those have been, we raised those rates at all for outside contracts and things like that. But for the sewer, at this particular time, even to raise it, but I mean, I'm not gonna go into the debate and everything, but I just know that we've already taxed the people already for other things that we need to kind of, just keep on. That's just my opinion. I just wanted to be made them separate, and if we could make them separate, I would have no problem with voting it that way. But if it's going to be passed as one, then I would have a problem. That's just my consensus. I'm just speaking what I think. That's all I was asking. Because I know the first time we did it, it was gonna be another rate, so I was hoping, because I expressed my opinion at that time, I was hoping that they would segregate them and just make them two different, ordinances, and then we can vote it that way, but it still stayed the same, it still stayed with the water, with the sewer increase and with the miscellaneous water charges related to, businesses, and I can understand.
Trustee, just so we're clear, this is not a new ordinance, this is amending an ordinance.
Correct. Correct. I know, I'm not just saying, I just wondering, could we separate those and have one, but it's worded together, but I'm not comfortable with the increase in the sewer rate right now at this particular point in time. It's just, I'm just saying, 'cause I'm out there, I know that you have people talk about the, beautification. And if you go out there now and look, people aren't watering their grass. And there's a reason for that. And I'm just saying, I'm just looking at that, the sewer rate needs to be raised. Yes, it does. But I think we should have looked at that when we raised the water rates at that time. And now to come back every year, I don't want to be the one that's charging the village every single year. We keep raising those few things. That's the only thing we have left to make money on is the water rates. And I hate to keep taxing residents, because right now, this time last year they were paying $3.50. Now they're paying $7.25 per thousand. So, I know we need the money, but the $3, I know that it's in the budget that if we don't raise it, we're going to be $22,000 in the hole and things like that. I understand that. But that's something that we need to look at, my opinion, that we need to hold off on as far as the sewer rate. As far as the other rates, have no problem. This, again, I keep reiterating that this is just my opinion. That's all.
The trustees are going on, so I just want to make sure we recall that this was brought up going back last year, that these rates needed to be raised.
Correct.
And it wasn't raised then.
No, it wasn't. And you're right, it was, but at that time, we were raising water at the same time.
Right.
We just, we raised the water in two increments at the same time, so to keep doing that, it's just that, I'm not saying we're going to price ourselves out, but I mean, at some point in time, we have to sit back and say, okay, we know we need the money for certain things. We know we need to do this and that. That's going to be something else I'm going to talk about after that, as far as the water anyway. But for this right now, yes, it is an amendment. I'm just asking. That's why I asked the lawyers if there way we can break this up to make it two different ordinances. That was my original question. Could we break it up? Because I have no problem with one, but I do have a problem with the other. That's all.
Any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none. Please call roll.
Burgess.
The way it's written, no.
Morgan.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number B, motion to approve an ordinance making preparations for all corporate purposes for the village of Sauk Village, County of Cook and Will, State of Illinois, for the 2013-2014 fiscal year. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, the clerk please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 8, new business, motion to approve accounts payable and disbursements for June 25th, 2013 through July 9th, 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments?
Yes. What is our financial status? I see the finance director right here. What do we have in the bank? And how can we approve this if we don't know what we have?
We have $182,823.76 in the corporate account. We have $193,385.71 in our Illinois fund, and we have enough to pay payroll accounts payable. So the funds are available to pay this accounts payable. You need those amounts again?
No, you said we have enough to pay. And that's why I wanted to ask Mohan, he told me, we took the money out, we took money out of the water fund, but we didn't have to use it on this stuff. Is that correct? Or did we use it? You told me that we didn't have to use it when it came in?
I was in the person we didn't have to use it either, but we can double check.
Okay.
We can answer that question. question.
Because I'm just wondering if we didn't have to use it, is that gone back to that account or is it still in our general?
Well, I think that- I don't have an answer.
Because I just wondered if that part of that one, that's what I was gonna ask, that part of that 183 or that other 167. That's why I just wanna make sure that we, if that's part of that 180 or that 160, then, okay, we do have enough. If it's not part of that, then we have to deduct that, then we would have to either, continue to use that money or was it paid back? That was the reason why I wanted to ask. And I asked him that question, but he said he was gonna get back with me, but he didn't, and I talked to him about that. So I just wanted maybe someone else maybe talk to you about that, because I just wanted to know if the money that we took out, last week for that, I understand money came in, but now is that still in general fund, is that part of the overlay fund, or is that part of the general fund, or is it back into the water fund? I know you don't know, that's why it's hard to pass the disbursements, and we don't know, because I do not, and I'm gonna go on record, I do not want to pass disbursements on the general consensus, and I don't want to take money out and transfer money on the phone. I don't want to do that anymore. If we're gonna do it, that's what we're here for, that's the business that we conduct here at the village hall, at the village meeting, second and fourth Tuesday, to make sure the money's there. If not, we have to take it from where we have to take it from, but we have to do it together, not calling someone and finding out what someone else may have, and other things happen. So I don't know what happened, I don't want to happen again, and I'm just asking. So if you're sure that we have that in there, man, and you said that number's there, fine, then we do have the money to pay accounts payable, but I just like to know, is that part of the money that we took out for? I said you don't know, so I have no problem with going ahead passing that, because the money's there, I just want to know what money that was.
And I can only tell you what the finance director,
Pardon me?
I can only tell you what the finance director has told me.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I don't have access to the account, so I couldn't tell you exactly.
Yeah, no, he said he was gonna get back with me to let me know, because he claimed that he didn't have to use that, but I asked him, did he put it back in the water fund, or is it still in general?
Let's see if we get an answer right now. All right, a motion second. Any questions or comments? Any other clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item D, motion to approve granting G&P Lighting the ability to secure outside financing for the Village of South Village for street light project. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
A motion second. Any questions or comments?
Question again. Go ahead.
I just wanted to make sure that we're just allowing him the ability, just like it reads, to secure the finances, so we're not voting for him to do it.
No, you're correct.
My question is this, I understand that, we talked to our public works director, and I was just wondering, I didn't know if this was the way we were going. I thought he went another way as far as, public director, Kevin Weller, stated that the other one, the lights would look brighter and things like that, and I just wanted to make sure, but piggybacking off of what you said, if you give someone the okay to go ahead and secure financing, and then you come back and tell them no.
Well, they know that. Right. It was discussed at last Tuesday meeting. He just needed something that said he could go out and see if he secure it. This is his last, I think he said last Tuesday, his last ability to try to get financing. Since he didn't get financing, the next step is for him to come post 5 lights and walk away.
But after the other contractor, did they secure financing? Or did we, I mean, the other
was coming for his village board next Tuesday night.
Okay, but I'm just wondering,
Yeah, we're not approving for them, we're just saying, you can try to secure financing, this is all this is about. We're not going with their lights, and if he does secure financing, he has to come back and let us know what it's going to cost, how much it's going to cost the village, and we made it very clear, anything that costs the village, we're not going with. So the village will be out no money, if he cannot do anything without costing the village anything, we're not going with it.
okay, because I'm just reading that it says that the agreement is subject to GMP Energy successfully obtaining financing for the project, which I'm looking at, if they are successful with obtaining financing, we're going to go with them.
No, he says come back for the village board.
Okay, because that's not on there.
Yep, that was discussed last Tuesday night.
Okay, because you get ready to sign, that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm looking at, but, okay.
We got a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
No.
Gordon.
No.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
No.
Williams.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Again, just so we make this very clear, this is not saying that we're going with this company. This is allowing them to go out and see if they can get outside financing. So I have no problem. If anyone else wants to come and see if they can get outside financing, I go the same way. All right. Item number 9, approval of minutes. We have before June 18, 2013 committee meetings. A motion to approve.
So,
Motion is second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
yes.
Motion carries. Item B, June 25, 2013 board meeting. A motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 10, miscellaneous comments from the mayor and board of trustees. Or the trustee, please.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Trustee Myers?
Nothing.
Trustee Martin?
One thing, I did forget something in my first report. The winners of the basketball shootout, I forgot to read. Richard Turner won for the 10 and under. Dontel Neiman, N-E-L-U-M-S, won for the 11 to 14. And Ethan Hanks won for 15 and 18. And they all received trophies. One other thing, I just wanted to piggyback on what Mr. Myers was saying. The emergency services that were there, they came in from different municipalities. I want to personally thank them, so if you could pass that on, Mr. Johnson, to them. They were all extremely very professional. The police department and the fire department was there. They did, of course, an astronomical job, as they always do. Thank you.
Trustee Hudson? Trustee Washington?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to announce that the Neighborhood Watch will be having our meeting on this coming Thursday, July the 13th, at the fire station. We didn't have it last week because last week, of course, was a holiday, the 4th of July. I just also want to let the residents know that we do have decals in the back. If you don't have one, we're encouraging all of the residents of Sauk Village to display these decals. The parade there, and board was coming up to us, just taking 3 and 4 and 5. You know, on their garage and their front or their back or in their windows. So because of Debbie Warren and all of her hard work, we have approximately over 2,000 of these decals, and we only have about 700 left. So that is awesome. The more people that display these decals will let people know that we do have a neighborhood watch program in the entire village. We're going to be watching each other's homes. Also, we have the flyer in the back to let you know about the meeting and where it's going to be at the fire station on this coming Thursday at 7 o'clock. And that concludes my report.
Trustee Burgess?
Nothing.
I just forgot something that was spoken up. In Village Clerk's report, she stated that we had a senior representative going with us to the Village of America, and that person would be Pat Couch. So we just want to announce that. And hoping that we can bring lots of things back to Sauk Village, so I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you.
All right. I'd also like to take just a quick moment here to thank Trustee Myers, Hoskin, and Morton, and your committee and your volunteers that made last Saturday such a success. We've already talked about the amount of work that was done and the preparation. I know it took a lot of time, personal time, and a lot of work to make something so wonderful. So I thank you for that. And the parade, the events in the park, the memorial service was fantastic. To be able to honor our veterans and at that time of year, celebrate 4th of July. But the memorial service was great. and the fireworks. Again, I thank trustees for all the work going on and getting the donations. And I thank all the people that gave so that we could have the fireworks this year. One of the things we talked about was bringing families together, bringing this village back together. And this first event was probably one of the best events that could ever happen for Sauk Village. So I'd like to thank, again, the volunteers, the vendors, the ones that participated throughout the day, those through selling stuff or helping out and being in the parade. Also, I'd like to thank the departments. You guys did a fantastic job. You did a great job closing the streets down. You did a great job when it came to your employees, appreciation. I think most of all, I thank the village residents. Village residents came out and event with that many people. It's probably one of the most peaceful events you could ever see. Where there was 0 incidents happening. You saw neighbors coming out and having a good time. Meeting people that live in the same town that they live in and not even knowing it. So with that said, we had a great event on July 6th. And the next event is August the 6th. This is another time that you can come out, meet your neighbors, meet village residents, on nights out. This is another time that we want to be able to have a great event. This is for the residents. So we're asking you to make sure you come out. And lastly, I've already mentioned all of our elected officials and dignitaries that were there. That was a great turnout also. But last, I'd like to thank Trustee Williams and Coach Rick Williams and Pat Couch for volunteering to go out and represent the village of Sauk Village and the South Suburbs. You don't realize how important this event is that they're going to represent our community, and not just our community, the entire South Suburbs. So I encourage everybody for safety and wish you the best and have fun, get out there and meet some of those other dignitaries and let them know Sauk Village is a great place. And I know you're going to do a great job. So thank you very much. With that said, I ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion second. All in favor, say